Meet me at Dreadfair. It was the beginning of fall, and Mar's friends always suggested going to amusement parks. Dreadfair was full of rides, games, and minor attractions. Though she did not want to go, she rarely saw her companions these days. Mar agreed to meet them, but something seemed off about the park upon her arrival. It was in a sorry state. The rides were rusty and worn. The game stalls were abandoned, and the prizes hanging showed signs of deterioration and discoloration. Taking out her phone, she sent a text message to the group chat. "Where are you? We are here. If you are, then where are you? We have always been here. Or have you already forgotten?" Mar looked over her shoulder and paled as three silhouettes closed in on her from the distance. The figures swayed as they walked. She watched as pieces of them began falling off their bodies, hitting the ground with a sick thud. Why were they in such a horrible state? She didn't remember them looking like this, and no matter how many times she opened and closed them, their bodies were still walking corpses. Then, it came to her as if in slow motion. Mar should have gone to that haunted attraction with them. At least then, she would not have had to live with the fact that her friends were no longer with her. That was right, her friends were dead. On that night, there was a wanted serial killer on the loose who had been hiding in the haunted house, lying in wait for victims to come inside. Her friends were his unlucky victims that day. Mar wished she could have seen them one last time before their murder. Mar wishes she had suffered the same fate. Her friends were here now, though. The best thing she could do was join them. It took a lot of courage to come back here, and she spent much time thinking about how she would do this. Mar had finally settled on a way and made peace with her family. Looking at them, she smiled and closed her eyes. Mar felt almost weightless, as if she could fly. Mar walked up to them, tears in the corners of her eyes. Grasping a bony hand in hers, she looked at each one of them. "I'm sorry that I made you wait," she apologized. "So what should we do first?" Mar asked as she walked with the three of them. She looked over her shoulder at a dangling figure from a nearby tree. Mar knew precisely who it was. She didn't need to ask. All that mattered right now was that she was finally with her friends. A few months later, a search team went to check out Dreadfair Amusement Park. This was the last place that anyone had thought to look for a missing person. Considering the time, they may be looking for a body instead. They weren't wrong to think so, and were very close to finding Mar. Or at least what's left. So very close.